Oh, MG. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Wow. When that finger clicked live, it definitely means live because I was not ready, but I am ready now. That is so funny. Well, hopefully you all are having a beautiful day. You've had a beautiful, productive day. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Come on in because we're live. We're live. We're live.
Hey, people. What's up? What's up?
I stand hit the button.
Oh, girl.
I know. I was trying to scarf some dinner down real quick, but that's just gonna have to wait.
This is cute.
Oh, thank you. I got that at our women's retreat.
Oh, really?
Had everything. Shalom, Auntie Cammy. We're live.
Shalom.
We're live, and so give us a minute, because when I tell you I didn't mean to press that live button. I did not mean to. Okay.
Oh, it's open. I didn't even see that.
See, we be rushing to get where we're going. I'm trying to find. Oh, gosh, right in my face. Mr. Poetry. All right.
Who is Mr. Poetry? Is that Steven? Marvin.
Yes.
That's
why I gave you that look. Like, now you know who is Mr. Poetry.
Like, stop playing.
And Auntie, come on in here, Auntie. You be trying to hide.
I really don't be.
She be trying to act all like camera shy. So, listen, we're gonna take this off, all right? Because you don't know my. Let me see. I don't.
Did you finish?
No.
Oh, you sure didn't.
Sure didn't finish, but oh well. What's the Bible? Ooh, this is crazy. All right, Shalom family, how you guys doing?
Hey.
Let's see. Trying to get Auntie in here because she be acting real brand new.
I really don't. I don't be trying to. Hi, people.
All right. So, welcome to Story Time. If you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G in the place to be. Hey. And if you don't know who she is, she's none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. That's right. Y'all know we don't do that. Right. Shh, everybody. Everyone, my show on. So welcome to Story Time. If you don't know, the O in the word story is actually a 0, and the E in the word time. I haven't said this in a long time. It's actually a 3 as a reminder that we're going back to the covenant. All right. So I think I'll just continue to remind you all that. And then until you're gonna have to forgive my Alfredo breath because it's about to get hot. Okay.
You don't smell like Alfredo.
All right.
Because if you do, it don't bother me. Like,
okay, so may he strengthen you. Okay.
Because you got garlic in it.
Yeah.
So I like garlic, so it probably won't bother me.
All right. I don't want it to shake up your spirit. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into a word of prayer. Like I said, this is story time, and we're going to try and get something out of it. Like, that's our goal every night, though. All right, so let's go. Like, Lolo, shh, we praying. Father, y'all, thank you for allowing us to be here tonight. Thank you for keeping us all the day long, okay? The day was long, and so we thank you for keeping us out of hurt, harm, and danger, seen and unseen. I used to not know what people were saying because they said that so fast, so I make sure I say it slow. Seen and unseen danger, okay? We thank you for that. And then we pray that we pray that you would be in the midst. You said in your word that where 2 or 3 are gathered in your name, Father, that you would be in the midst. And so, Father, as you come in the midst, we pray that you would give us understanding, that you unlock your revelation, Father, as we read your word, and that you give us wisdom and word our mouths, Father, with your words, Father, Yah. And may your people be encouraged. May they be empowered, and may they see you through before time, and may they connect it to this time. In Yahweh Shai HaMashiach's name we pray. Amen.
Hallelujah.
All right. So a lot happened in 28. And I do mean a lot. So I like to throw it on Auntie to do the recap because
Basically he's still
she hits that basis.
telling everybody that said aha or laughed at Yashrael what's going to happen to them. And remember yesterday we talked about Tyree or Soar or
Oh, okay, thank you. Because I
still
was like,
Tyree, and we learned that that's what they call, that's another name for Lucifer. It's King
okay.
of Tyree.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
yes, and King of Tyree is also well, one of the kings of Tyree is also Jezebel's dad. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's a princess of Tyree. So, and she becomes the queen of
Tyree.
Yashrael.
Oh.
Yeah, you do know Jezebel was married to us.
You do know I did not know that.
She was married to King Ahab in the northern kingdom. Yeah, because she was married to the half that never did anything right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's the one that got ate by the dogs.
Yes, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, and then her daughter is Attila.
Yes,
who married somebody in the southern kingdom, us, and she killed them all.
Yes, I remember that.
They saved the grandchild, and she got upset.
Yep.
Yeah, but then they ended up killing her. Yeah, she killed all her grandchildren just to keep sitting on the throne because her favorite, either was her favorite son or her grandson died.
Yes.
Yeah, the one she had control over. Yeah. It was some
that was years ago, y'all. That was a year ago when we got into that.
Oh. Yeah, and remember he was talking about he was gonna sink them, and we looked at some of the cities that were under the
sea. That are still there today.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna go ahead, open your Bibles to 28 and 25 because that's where we left off. I will not be reading before that because we already at the end. Okay, so 25. All right. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah. When I shall have gathered the house, oh yes, because we need to figure out what we're going to do with this gathering.
Yeah.
When I shall have gathered the house of Yasharal from the people amongst whom they are scattered, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen, then shall they dwell in their land that I have given to my servant, Yaakov, or Jacob. Okay? We're reading, for those that are new here, we're reading from the Sefer Bible, but don't let that detour you, okay? Don't let it, all right? And they shall dwell safely therein, and shall build houses and plant vineyards. Yeah, they shall dwell with confidence when I have executed judgments upon all those that despise them round about them, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah Elohim.
And remember, this has not happened yet.
Oh no, he is.
This has not happened yet.
To the future.
This is when he calls at all of us from the four corners. Y'all know Ezekiel. Is Ezekiel with the bones? Yeah. Breathe on them with all that. Ain't happened yet. When he bring us together and then execute all these judgments that he's starting to do right now. Then when we go back to our land and dwell safely, because we gonna get it right finally. Then we're going to dwell in the land safely. I just want you all to know this is prophecy still. And I don't let anybody tell that's the Old Testament. That no, it has not happened yet.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as Old and New Testament to y'all.
No, you have to think about it, you guys, because all the time they're going back. He's always bringing up old prophets when he's referring to prophecies. So the old and the new, confusion.
Remember, it's all the same to him. It's all laid out in front of him.
Yeap. This was the blueprint, right? All right. So 29, chapter 29. Shalom, good to see you. All right. In the 10th year, in the 10th month, in the 12th day of the month, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Son of Adam, set your face against Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, and prophesy against him and against all Mitzrayim. Speak and say, Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, Behold, I am against you, Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, the great dragon that lies in the midst of his rivers, which has said, my river is my own. I have made it for myself. I already can tell this ain't going well.
Right? You already started wrong.
You already started with my. That's what tricked you up. That word.
I did this.
But let's see what he says. He says, "But I will put hooks in your jaws, and I will cause the fish of your rivers to stick unto your scales, and I will bring you up out of the midst of your rivers, and all the fish of your rivers shall stick unto your scales, and I will leave you thrown into the wilderness, you and all the fish of your rivers. You shall fall upon the open fields. You shall not be brought together nor gathered. I have given you as food for the beasts of the field and for the fowls of the heavens. And all the inhabitants of Mizraim shall know that I am Yahuwah, because they have been a staff of reed to the house of Yasharal. When they took hold of you by your hand, you did break and rend all their shoulder. And when they leaned upon you, you broke and made all their loins to be at a stand."
Man, Mitzrayim, you finna get it. Like basically saying, you made the rivers. Oh,
that's the worst
so
part
when
to
I
go,
treat
though.
you like a fish, you should be able to get out of it. I mean, it's your river, it's the fish. He said, I'm gonna make you food for the animals. Hey, did it to Jezebel.
And the very thing that you claim is yours, I don't believe it, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. You don't even get to die in that very thing, because he says, "And I will make you food."
Yeah, I'm pulling you out of it.
For the other beasts.
I'm pulling you out the river
that's
and
yours,
throw you
that
on
you
the
have
land.
pride in, and you love showing people. Yes, bring your wrath over here. Yeah, no.
And notice he calls them the great dragon. And just so if anyone didn't know, like Pharaoh is a title, not a name. So all the Egyptians kings were named Pharaoh. Some of you probably already know that. Like they were Pharaoh, whoever, Common and all of them. I can't remember all their names.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but Pharaoh is just a name for king. So in Egypt, they didn't really say king; they said Pharaoh.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm surprised that you even know a Pharaoh's name. I don't. I just know Pharaoh, and I can tell you where they. Well, with the people. Okay? But okay, let's go. Verse 8. Therefore, thus says Adonai Yahuwah, behold, I will bring a sword upon you and cut off man and beast out of you. And the land of Mitzrayim shall be desolate and waste. And they shall know that I am Yahuwah, because he has said, the river is mine, and I have made it. Behold, therefore I'm against you, and against your river. And I will make the land of Mitzrayim utterly waste and desolate, from the tower of Sivaneth, even unto the border of Cush. Look at that. King Tut. There you go, Ebony. Thank you. She was like, see, there's one. She was like, girl, I got a Pharaoh for you.
Yep.
Pharaoh Tut.
Yeah, that's him. Tut Common. They call him King Tut. I can't say his name right. I'm sure that's the wrong way I'm saying it. But yeah, King Tut, the boy king.
Nope, not me. Don't know. But it's good to know. Okay. Let me turn my phone off. All right, and good to see you, Ebony. Let me see. All right, so he's going in on these people. Oh, there you go. I'm not even touching that. Girl, I barely. Yeah.
Tut, girl. No.
You sound like something getting ready to start.
Like tut. And remember, this is after the Egyptian captivity. So he's not talking about what he did already. He's talking about what he's going to do in the future. This has not happened yet. I just need y'all to understand. Egypt, Babylon, all of that is a system, but it originated in Egypt or in Mitzrayim. They can throw Egypt, and remember, it's another thing, just keep in mind, because this is why no man can redeem us. This is why we have to listen to Yahuwah. When you look at a map, they're not accurate. Egypt ain't over there. Everything is somewhere different. That's why you gotta be like, don't be so dogmatic about, well, Egypt's over there, and if they crossed over here, that's because the map ain't right. The map ain't mapping. Like you say, the math ain't mapping. The map ain't mapping.
Absolutely. And there is a young lady, an elder lady, that actually shows you the original maps that we had, and it's proof that where we say such places is like the Jerusalem. Listen, don't get my channel cut off, okay? But where Jerusalem is,
that ain't it. That ain't it.
That ain't it.
That's why all them the Ashkenazis that's over there now talking about the Jews they chose to be. That's not even the right land. That's the land they got. They considered several lands to say it was Yisrael or Israel.
But it's not it. And Israel is not a land. It's a people. You guys got to remember that, right? All right. So I don't even want to dive into that because, some folks be like, oh, report. Don't you report this channel. All right. It's for educational purposes only. All right. 11. No foot of man shall pass through it, nor foot of beast shall pass through it. Neither shall it be inhabited for 40 years. Wow. And I will make the land of Mitzrayim desolate in the midst of countries that are desolate. And her cities among the cities that are laid waste shall be desolate 40 years. And I will scatter the Mitzrayim among the nations, and I will disperse them throughout the country.
So if he scattered Mitzrayim, okay, well then who are them people saying they even Egyptians?
Throughout the country.
Who's there now? Yeah, who there now? See how they done just jacked everything?
We don't know because the names of the people and countries and things have been reclassified. I like saying that because it's the truth.
That's why they're finding, like, there's a lot of places like the Grand Canyon and places that's like along the Mississippi River. You guys all know how long Mississippi. It even runs into another river. It is long.
New Orleans, you can go from New Orleans.
It's all kind of pyramids over there. All kinds. I think that's the Nile. I really think that's the Nile River. That's the real original kind of land, like where we see it at. Just like Florida is really part of Africa. They get to dig in them canals. And even when you look at a map now, every time you see a canal, color over it. Because all canals are man-made in order to break up the world. The reason why they built ships was to get to other lands quicker. You could have walked to any one of them. Remember when there was a division of the land, there wasn't no boat because the ark had just crashed. Everybody wasn't getting on the ark. Ooh, let me go to my land. I'm sending the ark back, and they walked there. Because it was access. They got to dig in these canals to throw us off.
Wait a minute, but you said the Mississippi River?
Yeah, I think it's the Nile. Or part of it. Yeah, because not just the Mississippi, but the Mississippi River runs into, I want to say Missouri, but I have to go look again. Because I was thinking, he said we were going to be slaves in Mitzrayim. For 400 years, which I know that means misery. And when I got to reading everything, I say, well, he's intentional. Like, he really says what he means and means what he says. I wonder if we're in Egypt. Okay. And so then I got to just like looking at rivers. I'm not going to be dogmatic, but I'm just going to tell you there are pyramids. There are pyramids in the Grand Canyon, which is desert, which belongs to Ham. And the way America is, all of it ain't really the same. You know what I mean?
I do.
Nevada is the desert. That was given to Ham. So for me to find a pyramid in the Grand Canyon, which is in Nevada, which is in the middle of the desert, sounds perfectly right to me.
Okay.
It's the land of Ham. They built pyramids, and they're all over the place in what we call America. Because remember, America is brand new. America is not old.
No.
It was made up. I don't even know how to describe it. It was meant to. We was here. They came to take it over and tear it up, take our history, and because they followed the father of lies, Lucifer. He taught them how to lie. And just break everything up so they don't know. Just misdirect them.
We've been misdirected our entire life. Uncle Aaron, good to see you. Shalom. He says there is 4 rivers that branch off of it too. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm with you.
Okay, so now let me ask you. In the book of Genesis, in a garden, there is a river. How many branches are there? That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, listen.
But of course, Eden belongs to us. It's in our territory. That's what I'm saying. Nothing is as it seems. So that's why no man can redeem us. And unless Yah even shows us that, we ain't even going to know that. So that's why we got to not be, well, that's mine.
Ooh, okay. Well, she coming out the gate.
Sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
No, yeah, sorry. Of course not. But she coming out the gates. Welcome, Auntie Shelly on the beat.
But y'all know I pay attention.
Because she going to let y'all have it. Where we at? Because you didn't. Oh, 13. I got you.
Yeah.
Yet thus says Adonai Yahuwah, at the end of 40 years, and again, she's already said this is prophesied, so it hasn't happened yet, which we can hear by the language. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, at the end of 40 years will I gather Mitzrayim from the people whither they were scattered. And I will bring again the captivity of Mitzrayim and will cause them to return into the land of Pathrock, into the land of their inhabitation, and they shall be there a base kingdom. Now, here's something interesting, and maybe you knew, but I didn't. I didn't know the Egyptians was dispersed throughout the country.
Me either.
I only thought Judah was dispersed throughout the. I don't know if that's the difference. Judah was dispersed throughout the 4 corners, and Egypt was dispersed throughout the countries.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but you let me know if you knew that the Egyptians was dispersed.
And they were only dispersed for 40 years. 40 years. And notice it says they're going to come back.
Yes.
And I'll gather where they are scattered, and I will bring again the captivity of Mitzrayim, and will cause them return into the land of Pathrock, into the land of their habitations, and they shall be there a base kingdom.
So what does that mean, that they should be a base kingdom?
I'm trying to figure out if he's talking to, maybe we'll read more and see if he means that's going to be their base or their headquarters, which still is going to lead me back to America. So I don't know. Let's see. Or sometimes base means, I think like they're is sinful. Like, I think is Michelle out here? She know them. Maybe we should look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to read them.
Yeah.
Auntie Kim, she says no power whatsoever. Base kingdom.
Okay.
I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to say it. I was like base kingdom.
Okay. That sounds right. That sounds right.
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna agree with that one. You know, and let us know to the 9 people that's on here. Y'all fancy. Okay. All right. 15. It shall be the basic. If we would have kept reading.
Yeah. So she said it was basic, right?
No, she said no power whatsoever.
No power. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep that. Keep that.
It shall be the basis of the kingdoms. Neither shall it exalt itself anymore above the nations. No power. You can't be exalted. Okay. For I will diminish them, that they shall no more rule over the nations.
Who rules over the nations? Now, I get.
Listen, wisdom, ma'am. Wisdom.
Oh, wait, did we come back on?
We came back on.
Oh.
Chat is disconnected.
We got the little. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
See, we talking too much
Uh-uh. You doing it.
Them chat people too. Is chat still disconnected like for real?
All right, so it'll be on.
Sorry,
it's connected again.
Okay.
See, sometimes when we be talking and then they already knew where you were going, so they said network is sketchy.
I mean, y'all know I ain't sorry. But,
nah, she not.
Okay. But I'll
She said, but we didn't catch it. On our end, we saw it. It said it showed like it didn't work.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm just trying to like
you might as well say it. Why they were gonna shut us off anyway. Go ahead. Who runs? Where you going with?
But
I know where you're going with.
America calls itself the world power.
Sure do.
But we're not. America is not a country. It's a company. So he's saying, you're not going to rule anybody. Nobody's going to be scared of you. Yeah, you got all the weapons, so you say, because you were their defense. But I'm getting ready to knock all that out. So this is just why I just say what I say. Like, I believe when he said we going to Egypt, y'all going in, you going to Misraim. I don't know how they got Egypt from Mitzrayim, but okay.
Let me see. Let me get you, Ebony. She said Egypt is the main root of everything being researched according to the ancient times. Absolutely.
Oh, is that Ebony? Ebony or is that
Williams?
my Ebony? Yeah, that's my niece.
Oh,
She
hey, Ebony. Listen, Ebony been chiming in from the beginning.
Yeah, that girl. She speak Russian, child.
Don't be telling Ebony business.
Sorry, Ebony. I'm just saying she's like smart. She be paying attention like her auntie. I'm like, okay.
She said hi everybody. She sends her hi to everybody. Okay, all right, yeah. She said, hey, look, Lolo said, hey, Ebony. Come on. All right. Let me see.
I don't know where we at, child.
No, we're on 16.
Okay.
All right, and it shall be no more the confidence, come on, of the house of Yasharel. Oh, don't come on. And it shall be no more the confidence of the house of Yasharel, which brings their iniquity to remembrance, when they shall look after them. But they shall know that I am Adonai Yahuwah. I just want to know. I want to know if anybody caught this, okay? And maybe you did, maybe you didn't, because I know you know names. The entire time we've been reading in Ezekiel, he goes, I am Adonai Yahuwah, Adonai Yahuwah. When we started, he then throws a different name. He says on the 28th chapter, at that 26th verse, he hits you with, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah Elohim. Anybody know what that is?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
You go ahead. Tell him.
In Hebrew, there's my Elohim, which I would say he's mine, and then it's ours. If I'm like talking to all of us, I say he's ours, and then there's it's in the beginning.
I know. I was looking for.
Oh, okay. And then there's ours, and then I think there's Elohim is there.
Yeah.
Elohika is
the Lord,
I am yours. Mm-hmm. Elohim is ours. That's a group of people. Elohim is our. So it depends on who you're addressing.
Elohim, the Lord, their God. So it says, and they shall know. How would you read that in context?
So it would be, they're going to know that you belong to me.
Gotcha.
Because they're going to say, ooh, that's their Elohim.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it serves as a witness and a testimony for them that are surrounding
the other nations. The other nations going to say, whoa, he is their Elohim.
Yes. I just caught that because I was like, why did he throw that out there? Mm-hmm. And the whole time he's like, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah Elohim.
They going to know. At the end of the day, everybody going to know.
Yes.
They're going to know who I am, and they're going to know who you are.
Yes.
You are mine.
Mm-hmm. All right. And it came to pass, because it had to come to pass, and it came to pass in the 7th and the 20th year, in the 1st month, in the 1st day of the month, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Son of Adam, and again, he's reminding of order, because we got a lot of dysfunction.
Yeah.
We got a lot of disobedience going on. We got a lot of rebellion going on, okay? So he's, again, reminding him his function. This is what you're going to do. Son of Adam, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, caused his army to serve a great service against Sor. Every head was made bald, and every shoulder was peeled, yet had no wages, nor his army for Sor, for the service that he had served against it. Therefore, thus says Adonai Yahuwah, behold, I will give the land of Mitzrayim unto Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel, and he shall take her multitude, and take her spoil, and take her prey. And it shall be the wages for his army. I have given him the land of Mitzrayim for his labor wherewith he served against it, because they wrought for me, says Adonai Yahuwah.
That is very interesting. Because he said, because remember, Nebuchadnezzar is the king when the final, like everything went down. He carried everybody. So he was king, when we read about Daniel and all them. Nebuchadnezzar, remember Nebuchadnezzar got full of himself.
Yes.
And said, I run this, and just whatever he was saying. And Yahuwah sent him into the wilderness for a long time, and he turned into a beast, and he came back and said, Yahuwah is it. He's my Elohim forever now. So he's saying, because King Nebuchadnezzar did what I told him to and went after St0ryTim3, I never gave him anything for it. I'm going to give him Mitzrayim.
Wow.
I'm going to give him Mitzrayim.
Wow. That is okay. In that day will I cause the horns of the house of Yasharel to bud forth, and I will give you the opening of the mouth in the midst of them, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah. And I think it's really a reminder that he's telling him again, I'm going to close your mouth, and I'm only going to allow you to speak. Open your mouth. I'm going to allow you to appear dumb. That's what he said in here. Okay, no offense. But I'm going to allow you to appear like you can't, like you're dumb, like you can't speak, right? But then when I need you to go and prophesy, I'm going to release your tongue to speak what I need you to speak, then go right back up.
Yep. Only say what I tell you to say.
What
if
else?
I see you getting crazy.
Can you imagine, y'all, if the Most High literally did that?
I think he does do it. I mean, maybe
no, I'm
in a
talking
different way, like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like you could not talk until the Most High was like, all right, now I need you to talk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Some of us don't listen, but yeah, he does do it. He'll do it. Like, no, you're not saying nothing.
But I'm talking about like cleft your lip.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, it's
like, nah, I told you to
because I'm sure Ezekiel want to say something. See, that's what got Moshe in trouble. Remember when he was hitting that? He said, just hit the. No, he told him not to speak to the rock. Moshe got to hitting it. He was like, dudes, you ain't going in. What you hitting on the rock for? The rock didn't do nothing. The rock is obedient. I told the rock to give water. The water gave rock. You beating on the rock.
The rock represented something.
I said speak to the rock. And that's a representation of we are in charge. I left you in charge. The rock was going to do what you told it to do, but you angry. You going off emotion now. The stick should have been for the people. The rock ain't did nothing.
That's a whole.
The rock might have cried out like, "Ow, y'all get him to stop!"
That rock was a revelation. It was so much in that rock. I tell you that.
Yeah.
And so the fact that he hit it was like despising, like rejecting the word of Yah.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
speak to it.
No, out of that rock comes life, and you just rejected life. Like, nah, you ain't coming in here. Okay, the 30. Yes. The word of Yahuwah came again unto me, saying, Son of Adam, prophesy and say, Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, howl ye, woe worth the day. For the day is near, even the day of Yahuwah is near, a cloudy day. It shall be the time of the heathen, and the sword shall come upon Mitzrayim, and great pain shall be in Cush, when the slain shall fall in the Mitzrayim, and they shall take away her multitude, and her foundations shall be broken down. Cush, Libya, Ludi, and all the mingled people of Curve, and the men of the land that is in league shall fall with them by the sword. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah.
Yeah, these are all Hamites.
Okay. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah. They also that uphold Mitzrayim shall fall. The pride of her power shall come down from the tower of Siva. Shall they fall in it by the sword, says Adonai Yahuwah? And they shall be desolate in the midst of countries that are desolate. And her cities shall be in the midst of the cities that are wasted. And they shall know that I am Yahuwah. When I have set a fire in Mitzrayim, and when all her helpers shall be destroyed. In that day shall messengers go forth from me in ships to make the careless Cushim afraid, and great pain shall come upon them, as in the day of Mitzrayim, for lo, it comes. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, I will also make the multitude of Mitzrayim to cease by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babel. He and his people with him, the terrible of the nations, shall be brought to destroy the land. And they shall draw their swords against Mitzrayim and fill the land with the slain. And I will make the rivers dry and sell the land into the hand of the wicked. And I will make the land waste and all that is therein by the hand of strangers. I, Yahuwah, have spoken it. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah. I will also destroy the idols, and I will cause their images to cease out of Nope. And there shall be no more a prince of the land of Mitzrayim. And I will put a fear in the land of Mitzrayim. And I will make a Pathrock desolate, and will set fire in Tosam, and will execute judgment in No. And I will pour my fury upon Sion, the strength of Mitzrayim, and I will cut off the multitude of No. And I will set fire in Mitzrayim. Sion shall have great pain, and No shall be rent asunder. And Nope shall have distresses daily. The young men of Abin and Pi Feseth shall fall by the sword, and these cities shall go into captivity. Hold on, this word is 14 letters long. Afeneh, that's his name tonight.
Right.
Also, the day shall be darkened, when I shall break there the yokes of Mitzrayim, and pump of her strength shall cease in her. As for her, a cloud shall cover her, and her daughters shall go into captivity. Thus will I execute judgment in Mitzrayim, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah. If you said it.
Yeah. So Nope is Memphis.
Memphis,
the Egyptian city of Memphis. That's what they call it. Nope.
Okay, Memphis. Maybe things aren't so far away as we think.
I don't think it is.
Or maybe it is. Or maybe
I think Memphis because how they have a.
I don't even want to go down the road.
Okay. We're going to get cut off again. Like,
and it came to pass, okay? It came to pass in the 11th year, in the first month, in the 7th day of the month, that the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, listen, Aaron, Tennessee, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of Adam, I have broken the arm of Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, and lo, it shall not be bound up to be healed, to put a roller to bind it.
What you reading?
20. I just got done reading 21.
You mean 30?
No, I was on 20. 30 and...
Oh, I think, there you go. That's what, I was on the wrong one. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll start at 21. Son of Adam, I have broken the arm of Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, and lo, it shall not be bound up to be healed. Don't try to, to put a roller to bind it, to make it strong to hold the sword. Therefore, thus says Adonai Yahuwah, Behold, I am against Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, and will break his arms, the strong, and that which was broken, and I will cause the sword to fall out of his hand. He's gonna lose all power, all
He can't
control,
even
all
pick
of
up
that.
his sword.
Mm-hmm. And I will scatter the Mitzrayim among the nations, and will disperse them throughout the countries. And I will strengthen the arms of the kings of Babel, and put my sword in his hand. But I will break Pharaoh's arms, and he shall groan before him with the groanings of a deadly wounded man. Ooh, that's going to be painful. But I will strengthen the arms of the king of Babel, and the arms of Pharaoh shall fall down. And they shall know that I am Yahuwah, when I shall put my sword into the hand of the king of Babel, and he shall stretch it out upon the land of Mitzrayim, and I will scatter the Mitzrayim among the nations and disperse them among the countries, and they shall know that I am Yahuwah.
And remember, this
Whoa.
all takes place after the original captivity. Because remember, the original captivity, all the soldiers and everything died, remember? And they remember Pharaoh went to live in Nineveh. He didn't
Oh,
even
yes,
go
yes,
back
yes,
to
yes,
Egypt.
yes.
So you had a fresh start. And look, you wound up
But is
back
this the same
evil.
Pharaoh?
No, it's not the same
Oh,
Pharaoh.
yeah,
Because
gotcha,
remember, he in
yeah,
Nineveh.
yes.
This is years later. But we see over those years, instead of you building yourself up like a godly kingdom, because you saw all those plagues hit
Yes,
whoever was
absolutely.
left, you went right back to your evil ways, and now it's
Went
built
back
up
to the
again.
root,
Yep.
you know?
And
Went
now it
back.
just done got worse again. So he said, "Yeah, I gotta come for you again."
Yeah, he do. But the crazy thing is, look how he using the enemies too.
Mm-hmm.
He like, and then I'm gonna put this sword in this nation hands,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're gonna wipe you out. Then when I get done with them, I'm gonna whoop them, and then I'm gonna put them in this sword into their hands. Then they're gonna like,
I'm cleaning up. I'm cleaning house.
man.
And guess what? You ain't even gonna be able to lift your sword.
This is the craziest thing. Like, I don't ever want to see the most high. Well, listen, have your way.
He
Never
said
mind.
at the end, you gonna know. You
Yeah,
gonna know who
you
I
gonna
just
know who
like
he
with
is.
Pharaoh when Moshe came and Pharaoh was like, "Who is he? I don't know him." Oh,
Let me reintroduce myself.
challenge.
Accepted, okay, and granted. 31. And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the 3rd month, in the 1st day of the month, that the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Son of Adam, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Mitzrayim, and to his multitude, whom are you like in your greatness?
Whoa.
Now, when the Most High got you asking you a question about who you think you are,
Who you be?
right? So,
What makes you so great?
yeah, who you think you are? Look, Ebony says chopping everything off at the root. Absolutely.
Yep.
Girl,
Mm-mm-mm.
he is not playing. Behold, Ashur was a cedar in Lebanon with fair branches and with a shadowing shrewd, and of a high stature, and his top was among thick boughs. The waters made him great, the deep set him up high with her rivers running round about his plants, and sent out her little rivers unto all the trees of the field. Therefore his height was exalted above all the trees of the field, and his boughs were multiplied, and his branches became long because the multitude of waters. When he shot forth, all the fowls of heaven made their nests in his boughs, and under his branches did all the beasts of the field bring forth their young, and under his shadow dwelt all great nations. Thus was he fair in his greatness, in the length of his branches, for his root was by great waters. The cedar in the garden of Elohim could not hide him. Fir tree were not like his boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like. Listen, I don't think this is a happy story. His branches, nor any tree in the garden of Elohim was like unto him in his beauty. I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all trees of Eden that were in the garden of Elohim envied him.
Oh, so he talking about some tree that was in the garden.
That exalted itself. Sounds like he.
No, wait, y'all, we got it. I'm trying to figure out, was he exalting himself or who he like, or Ashur? He's telling them Ashur was a cedar in so he's describing him that way.
Yes.
So he didn't think he was great. He's just saying this is how this particular king acted. Like, looked like he acted honorable, like animals and stuff came to live, like they was cool. Yeah.
Peace. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Let's figure out what he did wrong. Or if he did wrong.
If he did, yeah.
Therefore, thus says Adonai Yahuwah, because you have lifted up yourself in height. Oh, well, there you go. Therefore, thus says Adonai Yahuwah, because you have lifted up yourself in height, and he has shot up his top among the thick boughs, and his heart is lifted up in his height. I have therefore delivered him into the hand of the mighty one of the heathen. He shall surely deal with him. I have driven him out for his wickedness. And strangers, the terrible of the nations, have cut him off. Have cut him off, and have left him upon the mountains, and in all the valleys. His branches are fallen, and his boughs are broken by all the rivers of the land. And all the people of the earth are gone down from his shadow and have left him. Now, this is interesting.
Yeah,
because here you see at one point you were safety.
Yeah.
Until
you got to acting crazy.
And then you disrupted
the
community.
You started thinking you was bigger than everybody else.
Yeah, and you messed up. You messed it up for everybody. This tree. This attitude. This characteristic, this pride.
Yeah, because he keeps saying Eden, I'm wondering if this is one of those references to Lucifer too. Like you were so beautiful and you were safe there first.
I mean, because listen, you're acting because you are also presenting the character of your father. So that's he's like, you acting like your daddy.
First you was cool.
The father of lies.
You trying to exalt yourself.
And you messing it up for everybody else.
Animals, everything.
Everybody else, yeah. You're messing it up. That is crazy. Let me see.
I think you're on 13, are you?
Yes. Upon his ruin shall all the fowls of the heavens remain, and all the beasts of the field shall be upon his branches, to the end that none of all the trees by the waters exalt themselves for their height, neither shoot up their top among the thick boughs, neither their trees stand up in their height, all that drink water, for they are all delivered unto death, to the nether parts of the earth, in the midst of the children of men, them that go down to the pit. Ebony says, burned all your bridges. Yeah, thinking you're bigger than everyone else. Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
And now you need a bridge to go across and ain't got one.
Wow. Messed it up for everybody.
Messed it up for everybody. Thus says Adonai Yahuwah, in the day that we shall continue will look like tomorrow at the same time at 6 p.m. We are going to be so excited to come back and finish this chapter.
This is interesting. I'm glad we came across this with the whole tree because I never tripped up, but it's like that direct connection.
Yeah.
With Eden, Lucifer, the way things are right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is crazy. Now, if your Bible don't tell you that in the day when we come back tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. For some of you don't know, this is a clip.
A clip.
We get clipped every week.
Yeah. We don't know where we stopped.
Just hanging.
Lolo said, this was good. I want my full hour, though.
We ain't been on here? Oh, well, then
we've
you
been
know
here 50 minutes.
Yeah, then you would know where. I see what she said.
Yeah, but I can't give you a full hour because then you're going to know where my clips be. I can't tell you how I'm going to set that up, Lolo. I'm glad that Uncle Aaron didn't. Good job. Yeah, because I know he was itching
me out of my 10 minutes.
Let me see. Right, she said, run my 10 minutes back. Okay. Uncle Aaron, man, you be hitting me with these
What
questions.
did he say?
He said, I have a question. Isn't there a Lebanon in it? I think,
Uh,
isn't there a Lebanon in Utah?
oh, I don't know.
I don't know. To
Hey.
Google, we go. I don't know. Oh, y'all. So those of you that was on the call yesterday or on this story time yesterday, someone had mentioned, I think she's not on tonight, but about the angels.
Yeah.
And if they had a spirit. My husband was here when she had, I'm gonna go ahead and close your Bible.
What did he say? Lebanon is in Lebanon where?
In Utah. He said he thinks in Utah. So my husband was on here and we were talking. Now, if you've been with Storytime for a long time, you know that we have read the story, the testament of Adam and Eve, and the something about Adam and Eve. In these stories, in these books, and I don't want to say stories like it's a fiction, but in there we notice that before Eve was Eve, yeah, that's a Kua or Eve.
Yeah, yeah.
Before she was corrupted and tainted with sin, they wore their righteousness on the outside. Y'all remember that? The righteousness was on the outside. It was like a translucent, like it was very translucent, bright. It was light.
It was light.
It was light, right? And when sin came, so you know how like we have to step in righteousness, we have to walk in righteousness. Our righteousness is something from inside that comes out, right? But theirs back in the before sin, the righteousness was in the outside. You get what I'm trying to say? And so, oh, she said they do have a city with that name.
Yes, I saw. Is this? How is yours spelled? I found it Levan.
Listen, how is it pronounced? No, Auntie Kim, she says you have to remember that the United States loves Egypt so much that they mimic everywhere.
Yeah.
That's so true. But yeah, so when it came to the spirit, when it came to the question if angels have the spirit, my husband was like, depending on how the Most High used them or created them, what they created them for. But it made me think of how they had their righteousness, how they wore their righteousness on the outside until sin came in.
Yeah.
And then the righteousness went inside in flesh. They were covered in flesh. So that's why they were like, ooh, what's this? What is this? Dark skin. What is this dark skin?
We look like animals.
Yeah, let's cover up. Like now, and I get it. Like it was, I don't know, y'all. But I thought that was interesting that he brought that out. Lebanon, Utah. That's crazy. Yeah, they had a glow about them. Absolutely, they did. And it was, y'all, I promise you, those books were so good.
Yeah.
You should, like, if you have the moment to go and listen to those, that testimony, and I think, what was the other one? The testimony of Adam and Eve. And then there was another one where you can see where Eve was bathing when Lucifer got knocked out and he was he had a concussion
for like 40 years.
40 years, and he was in that water, and that's how she got like tainted with the whole. It was a lot, y'all. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and Lebanon, I see is really Phoenicia. So like when we reading about Phoenicia, it's one of them. Not a good city. The Phoenicians.
I can see it in my mind.
Yeah, see how they just renamed everything so you couldn't find it.
The power of reclassification.
All you gotta do is change your name.
Change your name. Well, like they did with us. We get our name changed every 20 years, maybe 30 years.
They changed our name so many times.
So many times. I don't even want to go there, but if you know what I mean, our names get changed.
Yeah, that's why we taking our nationality back. No, we're not those names.
No, we're not.
Hebrew.
Yeah. All right. So we hope that you got something from this tonight's reading. We hope that you will continue to seek the Most High, continue to hold on to Him. Hold on to your love, okay? Because He is love. So hold on to Him. Know that He loves you, and you are loved by Him.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't get tagged tomorrow. We'll try to.
Oh no, Auntie. Oh no, you be.
I can't help it.
Yeah,
If
I
I
know.
know something, I gotta let people know. I know.
I know, but you be the one to be like stealth mode.
I know. And when I say it to like people on you, I be thinking, oh, these my people, and and
You know they be having.
yeah, I know. I
You
know.
know.
I know.
But she said, I know. I know. All right, y'all. And Ebony, thank you so much for allowing me to borrow your auntie.
Thank you for
And
joining.
thank you for joining. Thank y'all all. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Shalom.
Shalom. Oh, I'm so glad Ebony came.